Good afternoon. This is a message for business leaders, government executives, human resources professionals, and workplace investigators. We wanted to take a moment to tell you about the resources that we will be releasing to you in the coming months. Specifically, between now and the end of November 2020, we will be releasing videos and webinars, specifically 10 videos and then 2 webinars that we will be doing in partnership. So this is what we'll be looking at. So starting this week, our first video release will be 6 months in, lessons learned in building a professional services business. And here we'll tell you about the things that Integrity by McCarthy did from the from the launch of the business back in March until present, things that we did that worked very well, things that we could do differently or could have done better. The next thing we'll look at it'll be next week, it will be authorities to investigate in the Government of Canada. Specifically, we'll be looking at the authorities for investigations into harassment, violence, wrongdoing, security issues as well, and just what are what's the legislation, the regulations, and the applicable policies. Next, we'll be taking a look at Government of Canada security screenings and clearances, all the intricacies, all the nuances, what these things are, why they exist, and how they work. Then we'll take a look at procedural fairness in workplace investigations, taking a look at what policy says and what jurisprudence, specifically recent jurisprudence, says. Video releases in October of this year will include managing and investigating apparent or perceived conflicts of interest. It's a very tricky thing to kind of get your head around. We'll take a look at misconduct allegations versus security issues that come up in an incident, and how these things are supposed to be managed by investigators and by employers. We'll take a look at what happens after workplace investigations are completed, and then refusals to participate in workplace investigations, be they from complainants or respondents or witnesses, and how you manage those, both as an employer and as an investigator. And then in November, we'll be looking at the pros and cons of being a workplace investigator. That will be followed up by a video release on reviewing another investigator's case file. And I'm not talking about peer reviews. I'm actually talking about conducting a complete review of an investigation, usually after a complaint of lack of procedural fairness or whatnot has occurred. And then in partnership with a couple other organizations, we'll have 2 webinars. And these titles aren't finalized just yet, but one will be Leadership and Integrity in the New Workplace, where we're looking at protecting your employees, protecting your organization, and protecting yourself. And the protecting yourself thing is kind of interesting because it's what happens if you yourself are on the receiving end of allegations of harassment or violence or wrongdoing or misconduct. And then we'll take a look at the common mishaps in workplace investigations. So those will be the 2 webinars that we will be delivering in partnership. So it's a very, very busy time right now, and this is why I wanted to tell you what's happening over the next 12 weeks. Integrity by McCarthy Incorporated is actually quite busy with investigations, quite busy with consultation work, to the point where we're actually looking at expanding our organization. So it's a good news story there. So as always, as you watch the videos, the video releases, as you watch the webinars, if you have any questions or concerns, or at any time if you have any questions or concerns in relation to preventing or resolving workplace harassment, violence, wrongdoing, or fraud, please do not hesitate to reach out to us. We're here to help. So you can contact me. My email address is kenneth@integritybymccarthy.ca, and our website is integritybymccarthy.ca. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy the releases that we'll be providing to you in the coming weeks and the next 3 months. Thank you.